welcome to this new venture. I am Mr. Bramley. This is Mr. Bramley Teaches Tech. I'm starting this channel because I want to help teachers better understand tech and make it not complicated for them. I also want them to be able to use tech effectively and responsibly. So today I wanted to get started by talking about AI and maybe just get a basic idea of what AI is. So what I hope you guys get out of this is that you have some tools that are available to help you get AI integrated into your classroom, into your lesson planning, into whatever it is you want to use it for. So when I'm talking about AI, I really mean the large language models, which are Google Gemini and ChatGPT, specifically for teachers. Google Gemini is really useful when you're trying to integrate something into Google Classroom, and ChatGPT is really good if you want to use it to like write parent letters or have ideas for writing emails. If you want to make life simpler for you. There is something I want to say though. No AI can replace your personal voice. So anything that you write, if you're going to use ChatGPT or Google Gemini, you're going to want to proofread it and make sure it sounds like you still. And you can do a really good job of proofreading things and making things look nice for you or sound good. But if you probably want to add a little bit more to what it's saying to help you make it sound more like you're the one saying it. It's not going to replace you fully. If it replaces you fully, you're going to sound like a robot or an AI. That's not good either. So now I should get into some guidelines for how you should use AI in the classroom. So the first thing you always want to do is you always want to make sure you're protecting student data. That is the main key here. You don't want any of the students' information getting leaked online somewhere. Okay, so what you want to do is you always want to make sure it's anonymous if you're putting anything in that is where you're analyzing anything from your students. Always make sure you're protecting your students' data. If you want to use Google Gemini or ChatGPT to analyze data, you should make it anonymous first by either putting numbers to a student's name that only you have, and you don't give it to the actual AI, or you just put in just the whatever it is without anything in it that is attached to a student. If you want to analyze just a general thing and see how the grades looked up according to everything else, that's good. But if you want to analyze specific student data, you want to make it anonymous first by assigning it to something assigning it a code that only you know. The second guideline for you would be to make sure that you verify the accuracy of the information that is given to you from this AI. So AI can make mistakes. It can make things up even. Sometimes it'll just make up a random thing that didn't actually happen. So just make sure whatever it pops out actually makes sense and is actually verifiable. The third guideline is that you should always use AI as a support tool. This kind of goes along with the second tool because like if you want to make sure it's verified, so you also want to make sure that it is not used as a decision maker. You want it to just be a support tool, not to give you any decisions or to make anything up. It's really useful for making lesson plans, but you also need to make sure that you vet what is coming out of it. And you want to use it as a support tool, not anything else. Because it's easy to tell when something's AI. You still want it to make it sound like you teaching. And the last guideline I have for you would be to make sure you're following your district's policies. Because some districts actually have policies made for AI now. And more districts are going to have to do this as well. Especially with the incoming laws that are starting to be passed in the states, where you can see that some states are requiring districts to have policies on AI. So you're going to have to start using your district's policies on AI to help you with your teaching. And you got to follow the district's policies and make sure you don't do anything that is against the policy of the district. So maybe you want to use Google Gemini in your class, but you don't know how. So the best thing to do is just get started and do it. Just dig in and see what it can do for you. So I could say create a lesson to help my students with their fractions. and it'll go ahead and it'll make a lesson that's geared towards your students. You could even put in the grade level, and it'll help them. It'll give them images. You can put this all. You can say, what's really good about this is you can say, put this into a better format for me to make a Google Doc from it. And it'll make it perfect into something that you can put into a Google Doc. So you can just take this, you can just copy and paste this whole thing into the Google Doc, and it'll create this whole lesson plan for you. So what you're going to want to do after you do that is, so you can go take this and go right into Google Docs, and it'll make a lesson right there for you. And then you can use that as as what you want to use to teach this lesson. Well, let's say you want to make a worksheet for this. So you can say, make a worksheet that I can input into Google Docs. So it'll take this worksheet that you asked it to make, and you can use this. You just copy this right out of this here. You're probably going to need to edit it a little bit because there's sometimes some formatting issues that happen in this. And you can take this and you can put it right into a Google Doc. It saves you so much time to make this worksheet. And then you can say, well, what if I need an answer key? So you just say, include an answer key. Boom. And then it'll just make an answer key for you. There you go. Really fast, really simple. This is the most basic way you can use Google Gemini to help you teach. So here are some parting words I want to give you to help you in your future endeavors. And I'm going to hopefully be making some more videos that help dive in deeper into how you could use AI in your classroom. So AI is a tool. Like any tool, it could be used well or it could be used poorly, just like Facebook. Okay, Facebook's great, but it's also terrible. AI is great, but it's also terrible if you use it wrong. Okay, my goal with this channel is to help you use it in the way that's making it great, not making it terrible. So hopefully what I teach you in the future will help you make better decisions in the future. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing so I can know if I need to make more videos in the future. I would love to be able to help you be a better teacher and be a better user of AI. I would also love to help to get more feedback on how I can be better as a creator, how I can be better as an AI support staff for you. And tell me what you want to hear about AI. Tell me if there's something I can do to help you. I want to be here for you. So thank you for caring enough to come watch this video. I hope you subscribe and just leave a comment. Tell me how it was. All right. Have a great day, everybody.